Hey, you're awake. All right, Paladin Tristan is just inside. He's waiting for you.
Well, well, look who's back amongst the living. Some of us were starting to wonder if you and Sarah were going to pull through. Is that so? Well, it'll be good to have another soldier we can count on. Basic rule of thumb on these operations: keep your head down and let the robot do most of the heavy lifting. He can take it better than you can. All right. You stay back with me and keep safe. Once we've reached the facility, we'll talk about who does what. Until then, we do this by the numbers. Same strategy has worked just fine for the last 2 weeks. Let's get moving. Things should be underway by now. It's been pretty standard for the last week or so. We get intel on positions, go in and burn them out. The tin can does most of the work, honestly. I can't complain. And it keeps our casualties down. Scribes pulled information about this place day before yesterday. Some communications facility.
Communist threat assessment. Minimal. Scanning defenses. Structural weakness detected. Exploiting. Freedom is the sovereign right of every American. Satellite uplink detected. Analysis of communist transmission pending. Warning. Warning. Red Chinese orbital strike imminent. All personnel should reach minimum safe distance immediately. Catastrophic system failure. Initiating core shutdown as per emergency initiative 2682209. I die so that democracy may live.
What's up? We need to find out what the hell just happened. There's no time to talk. Get your ass inside that base and help the troops locate the source of their transmission. Now, soldier, now! I don't know. Terminals, data, anything that can help us figure out what just happened and where it came from.
Contract. Opening fire. High down, people.
Positive ID on target.
We're here. Engage. Targeting. We're drop them. Gotta be on sight. What do you think you're doing? I got plenty more. Come on. Where? Engaging. Area secured. Backup requested. Where?
Attack pattern Gamma.
Target acquired. I got your back. Engage. Better him than me. Hostiles. I've got your back. Need to help here. Engage. Taking fire. Engaging targets.
Maintaining fire.
Firing. Fired. Flank. Eyes on, people. Give me some help, please. Need some help here. Eyes on, people. Need some help here. Taking fire. I'm hit. Damn it! Sound the all clear. Whoa, whoa, careful.
back! Target locked!
Sound the all clear.
Threat target locked!
All clear. Stand down.
Target open fire!
Clear. Drop them.
Fall back! Got nothing here. Fall back!
I can't believe it. All those years of work, all of it, for what? One botched operation? I'm still waiting on the debriefing from Tristan, but I'm not sure it even matters. With Prime gone... Perhaps not. But that doesn't change the fact that it sets us back years. Years! And it removes the one significant military advantage we had over the Enclave. Ah, yes. Well, I'll see if we can't figure out how to read it. Perhaps it can give us some insight as to just what happened out there. It would be good to salvage something from this mess. Thank you for bringing this to me. I believe Elder Lyons will want to speak with you as well. Perhaps you should find him. If you'll excuse me.
Welcome.
The Brotherhood is at your service.
Hail to you, stranger. I am Squire Maxon, loyal servant of Steel. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. I plead for your pardon if my behavior offends you, sir. We don't get many visitors in the Citadel. The Brothers and Elder Lions are excellent teachers, but I get nervous about the protocols. The Codex says that outsiders are not to be trusted. Shield yourself from those not bound to you by steel, for they are the blind. Aid them when you can, but lose not sight of yourself, it says. It's not simply the outsiders that we are wary of. Anybody who has not taken the oath of fraternity is suspicious to us. The Codex says, fear those who do not pledge to the Brotherhood, for though their eyes may be open through service, they are now blind. But it also tells us, give way your suspicions to the wisdom of thine elder. Where he shows trust, so shall you. Elder Lyons trust you, so you are free to stay here. Oh, well, you see, I am descended from the great Roger Maxon, founder of our order. I am the last of his line. They say my soul was forged from eternal steel, but I don't believe that. I'm really just a normal boy. I was sent to the Citadel many years ago to be fostered by Elder Lyons, but that was before the Western Elders lost faith in the Elder. I really don't know if I'll ever get home, but, well, I kind of like it here. Sentinel Lyons has been very kind to me. She's taught me so much. No. But I could. I know I'm ready. I mean, it would be scary, but it's not fair that I have to sit inside while the knights go on patrol. I did go out one time, you know. Sarah, Sentinel Lyons took me out, just to show me. I killed a super mutant too, I swear. I also sort of shot Sarah, but just a little. It was just a flesh wound. Very well.
Welcome.
I trust you've spoken with Rothschild. I hope he can make some headway with the data you've recovered. With our primary weapon destroyed, we risk losing our momentum and jeopardizing the entire campaign. I must admit I now wonder whether moving ahead with this operation was an error in judgment. And yet, here we are. Discounting the fact that our best field commander is in a coma, and I personal feelings for my daughter, things have not gone well. If we fail now, we could lose everything. Very true. And to that end, I'd like you to speak with Paladin Tristan. He's requested you for a special assignment, one that could prove vital to our success. Hail.
Nice work back there. Let's hope the scribes can do something useful with the information you retrieved. Unfortunately, we don't have time to sit around and wait for the analysis. Based on what I've seen of you so far, there's an assignment I believe you're well suited for. With the setbacks the Brotherhood has suffered, we find ourselves in a difficult position. All our available resources need to be positioned for the inevitable counterattack from the Enclave. At the same time, we believe we may have developed a tool to help our chances of victory. But with everyone needed to help defend against the Enclave, we have no one to send on a recovery mission. So, I'm going to have you travel to the Olney Power Works to secure some tech for us. Hopefully you'll be able to find a Tesla coil, an experimental device from before the war. Our scribes needed to complete a little surprise they've been preparing for the Enclave. Get there, get the coil, and get back as safely and quickly as possible. Any questions? Check with Scribe Valancourt. She's been researching some of the Enclave technology we've recovered. From what I understand, she may have come up with something. I'll be waiting for that Tesla coil, if you can find one.
Hail.
I'm still very, very busy. Is this important, or can it wait? Well, maybe. I mean, possibly. I think so, but I'm not certain. I don't know how much this will actually help. I mean, I'm not quite sure how effective it might be, since it hasn't really been field tested. But I think I've figured out a way to override the signals the Enclave is using to control their death claws. Here, take this. It's only a prototype, so please don't lose it. It's a semi-standard transmitter, only I altered the frequency modulation and jacked up the output. Based on some experiments I ran here in the lab, it should override the signals the Enclave uses to control death claws. Don't worry, it's constantly broadcasting, so you don't need to do anything. Just don't lose it. And so far, I have no evidence of adverse effects of EM interference in humans. Animals maybe, but not humans. Anyway, it doesn't have a huge broadcast range, but it should be enough. All right then. There have been reports of an Enclave camp southeast of Old Olney, so I'd head there if you want to try it out. I hope the Scrambler ends up being useful. I'd hate to have spent all this time on it and get no results, or bad results. That would be worse. Good luck, and please be careful. failed.
What the?
How the hell'd you get in here, Smooth Skin? Hey, I'm Wint. This is Kid. We're, well, it's kind of a long story. Only thing that matters now is that we're trying to steer clear of the Deathclaws on account of not wanting to be lunch meat. We ran faster than the others, that's how. Ain't nothing honorable about it, but we're still alive, and they ain't. I can live with that. Listen, this wasn't my fault, okay? It wasn't my idea to tunnel down here. I just went along with it. But whatever. What's done is done. Me and Kid, we're getting out of here. You came in that way, that means we can get back out. See you later, Kid.
target!
children. The Frankensteins might violently.
You found a Tesla coil? Excellent. I'll see to it that this reaches the scribes immediately. You've done good work, soldier. Are you ready for your next assignment? We don't have time to spare. Based on the data you brought us from the relay station, we've identified where the Enclave is basing their operation. It seems they have a second base of operations at Adams Air Force Base outside of D.C. The only safe way to get there is through the presidential metro used by the government before the war. You're going to be on your own again for now. The rest of the Brotherhood will be providing a distraction so you can slip in undetected. Once you breach the presidential metro and get to Adams Air Force Base, look for the resupply crate. Inside, you'll find your new orders, and hopefully we can put a working Tesla cannon into your hands.
Oh, my. My. You certainly do look a little bit worn out from your travels. Oh, just look at my terrible manners. I'm Agatha. It's so nice to meet you. Now, what brings you all the way out here? Oh, don't worry about me. I'm just fine out here. My husband, rest his poor soul, saw to it that our house was well protected from the elements and the inhabitants of the wastes. Apart from supply caravans, you're the first person to set foot inside my house in a long time. It's not for lack of trying at this point, mind you. I'm just far off the beaten path. Living in this isolation protects me, but it has also made me very lonely. Oh, goodness, no. I have a supply caravan that passes here maybe once a week. I trade with them for whatever I need, and I stock up enough till they return. Besides shelter, well, I offer something in the way of entertainment. I play songs on my homemade violin, and people trade me goods. If not in person, I use my husband's old radio set. The men in the caravan say it keeps their morale up on lonely nights in the wasteland. Oh, you are a clever one. Yes, that's exactly the problem that I have with it. It doesn't quite play all of the notes correctly, and I have to constantly tinker with it. Yes, my husband was very proud of the setup. He tinkered with that thing for years to get it working. I've tried to use it to get whatever I need, but I've never gotten a reply. But now that you mention it, yes, there is. My trading depends on my violin. Without it, I have nothing to play, no way to make music. If you can bring me a violin, a better one, I'd feel much more secure. Yes, very sad, isn't it? Sad to think that no more musical instruments will ever be made the old way ever again. Well, fortunately, I know where perhaps the last real violin in the world exists. If you give me your word that you will recover it, I will tell you more. You have a point. Perhaps I've been neglecting needs that you might have and being selfish. I have a small amount of ammunition that my husband left behind. A box of odds and ends. I don't think I've opened it in years. If you do this for me, you're welcome to take whatever you need. Oh, I don't think I've been this happy in years. As promised, here's the key to the ammunition box. It's right under the radio table. Before you leave, I have some information that may help you, at least a place to begin. It all starts with my great-great-grandmother Hilda back in 2077, before the bombs fell. It certainly is a long time. That precious instrument has been through a lot. Anyway, Hilda was quite a special woman, classically trained and exceptionally talented at the violin. Her pride and joy was her Stradivarius violin. I can only imagine how exquisite this instrument must have been. When the war reared its head, she was invited by Vault Tech into Vault 92. They claimed the vault would be dedicated to preserving musical talent. Vault-Tec was always promoting the vaults being used for the preservation of the arts and all that nonsense. Hilda couldn't pass on a chance to meet many of the other musical talents of the world, so she accepted their invitation. Then the bombs fell, the vault was sealed, and my family never heard from her again. She kept it in a special pressurized case. Inside the case is the perfect temperature and humidity for the instrument. If the case is still functioning, the Stradivarius would be in perfect shape. Hilda's Stradivarius was named the Swa Stradivarius. All of them had names. That's what I want you to get. That's the catch. I have no idea where it is. I'd suggest making your way to Vault Tech headquarters in the D.C. ruins. That would be a good place to begin. Good luck! Be careful. I don't want to be responsible for getting you killed.
So far, the experiment is going exactly as planned. We're subjecting the residents to extremely low-frequency white noise in regular intervals through the loudspeaker system. Using the soundproof recording studios and the musicians was an inspired idea. Kudos to the Vault-Tec Selection Committee on their shrewdness. I'm a bit encouraged by the latest batch of data. It seems that 33% of the subjects are now lapsing into a trance-like state on occasion. When in this state, we're fairly certain that suggestion programming of the subject can be applied. We've begun testing this by implanting subtle cues in affected subjects, making them scratch their ear or constantly fix their hair. So far, I'm happy to report a 100% success rate on this implementation method. Disaster today. One of our test subjects, V920717, has murdered 3 other residents in a fit of unbridled rage, the likes of which I've never seen. It took almost 23 shots before the security team took him down. The subject has no history of violence or mental instability whatsoever. My concern is that this subject is one of our most successful implant recipients, able to execute complex instructions during a trance state. Unbelievable! We've had 12 more incidents in the past month mirroring subject V920717's actions. The shocking is the savagery these aberrants exhibit when they murder. They rip their victims apart limb from limb and eviscerate them by hand. These used to be respected members of the musical community. How could this be happening? Where have I gone wrong? The situation is getting out of hand. Over half the population of the Vault is exhibiting savage tendencies. I can only assume our noise experimentation has awakened some dormant part of their psyche, brought their primitive nature to the surface. In essence, I feel that they are almost psychologically devolving. I was stupid for rushing these experiments. Now over 35 people are dead. I can't believe what I've discovered. Just before he died, one of the security team members told me everything. The Overseer has been implanting these murderous intentions in the entire Vault population without my knowledge. Using the loudspeakers in the dorms instead of just the studios, he subjected everyone to the white noise as they slept. He then implanted combat suggestions he claims came from Vault-Tec itself. He must be completely insane. No observation, no controls. I'm going to have to confront him now and make him pay for what he's done. Half the Vault is dead. The other half, fighting for its life. Good luck to all of us. And may God have mercy on our souls.
You have the violin? You've done it! Oh, my goodness gracious. Seems like you've been gone forever. Please tell me you have good news. Oh, my goodness. I must see it, please. Oh, my. It's more beautiful than I could have ever imagined. I can't thank you enough. I wish I had something to give you, a more suitable reward for all your efforts. All I can give you is the frequency to my radio set. Tune in whenever you feel like listening to the strains of an old woman's violin playing.
Give me a second. Keep your panties on.
Hello.
Well?
I presume you are still honoring our previous arrangement? I enjoy being alive, at least for the moment. Oh, it's impolite for a
You take care of those ghouls yet? That's a laugh. Roy Phillips can't be reasoned with. Trust me. But go ahead and try and talk some sense into him. It's your funeral. They've holed up in the nearby metro tunnels. They're living with packs of feral ghouls. They've barred the main entrance. Go through the train yard. Good luck, kid. You're gonna need it.
Good to see you.
Yes?
You're listening to Galaxy News Radio, and I'm your host, Three Dog, Lord and Master of all domains. Here's the latest news. Unemployment is down, stocks are up, and the UN has just declared global peace forever. Now the real news. I've been getting more and more reports of these mercenary maniacs from Talon Company, especially in the downtown DC area. If you see these hombres, steer clear. Whatever you have, they want, and they're not really into asking politely. Word is, these guys take all the contracts the other mercs won't. In short, there's nothing they won't do. So be careful out there. Thanks for listening, children. This is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you. Up next, we've got a public service announcement. Listen up, children. This stuff's important. Just a friendly reminder to all you would-be bigots out there. Ghouls are people, too. You see, children, ghouls are simply humans who've been exposed to an ungodly amount of radiation and haven't had the good fortune to die. Sure, they may look like hideous zombies from an old monster flick, but their hearts, their souls, their tears are all very much human. So please, if you meet one of the Capital Wasteland's mini ghouls, leave your prejudice at the door and your pistol in its holster. Ah yes, one important caveat, kiddies. Those feral ghouls that prefer the dark, dank underground, they are basically mindless zombies, so kill as many as you damn well please. Now, some music.
Hey everybody, did the news get around about a guy?
weapons away. Come over here. Oh, funny business. Unless you want to get shot. What are you doing here? It's not safe for your kind around here. Oh yeah? Is he expecting you? Well then, run along. It's not wise to keep Roy waiting. Has a bit of a temper, that one. You watch yourself. Figures. He's Tenpenny's adorable lapdog, isn't he? So what's your angle in all this? That's awfully decent of you, even if we already knew those bigoted bastards wanted us dead. Talk to Roy Phillips. You might be able to help us out. Go live your life, kid. Morning. What do you want? Is that so? He isn't man enough to do it himself? Sends a boy to do his dirty work. You think you got what it takes? I see. That's smart of you. I'd lay you flat if you tried anything stupid. So don't. Tenpenny and his pack of elitist wannabes are in for a real treat soon enough. They can't keep us out of that tower forever. I already got a plan. They think I'm a monster? I'll show them the real monsters. We'll unleash our feral brethren on them. All those bigoted sons of bitches will get torn apart. Trouble is getting past the damn subway access door. You see, there's some kind of escape door that leads from the Tenpenny basement to the subway tunnels. There must be some way to get that open. Ha! Those snooty bitches probably can't stand living with each other, let alone with us. But by all means, try talking to Tenpenny if you like. But it won't work. Then we'll do it my way. You get that escape door in the Tenpenny basement open, and I'll unleash those ferals on them. So you killed a bunch of feral ghouls. Is that supposed to sound impressive? I got no compassion left for those mindless freaks. But they were a nice deterrent keeping out smooth-skinned bastards like yourself. Hurry up. Those bigots got big comeuppance waiting for them. I mean to give it to them soon. Now get.
Hey, be more careful.
Good to see you.
Just a moment.
You having trouble with those ghouls? You mean the generator room? What the hell do you need to know about that for? That area is strictly off limits. There's an emergency entrance to the tunnels, you know, for when the bombs fell. We siphoned power from the metro grid to keep our generators running. Right.
You have a curious look about you. I presume you have something interesting to tell me. Why, I do believe you've lost your mind. Ghouls living here? You're serious? I don't suppose I'd mind terribly if ghouls were to live here. And it would be a good bit of sport hunting them down if they misbehaved. I dare say, though, you'll have a bit of trouble convincing certain residents to go along with your novel proposition. Tell you what, if you can convince Mr. and Mrs. Wellington, Mr. Ling, Miss Montenegro, and Ms. Lancaster, those ghouls can live here. Have you seen me shoot? I'm quite proficient, if I do say so myself.
We are safe from the wasteland in here.
Edgar Wellington II. Have you met my wife, Millicent? Hold on. Who let you in here? Very well. As long as security is aware of your presence. Can't be too careful these days, what with these ghouls and all. Gustavo says he has the situation well in order, but I wonder if he's really trying. Don't suppose you ran into any ghouls on your way in here? Then you obviously don't know anything about ghouls. You're joking, right? You serious? Of course not. Ghouls can't live here. They're dirty, loathsome creatures. I'm afraid I can't abide by that. I can't imagine Tenpenny would allow it. But I certainly won't. This is outrageous, preposterous, forced out by a bunch of dirty ghouls and some bleeding heart activist? Where will I live? How will I get there? I found a comfortable place, but now I must leave. When I die, it will be on your head.
Introductions are in order. I am Mrs. Edgar Wellington. You may refer to me as Madam or My Lady Wellington. You're better mannered than your apparent breeding would indicate. It is nice to make your acquaintance. You didn't happen to catch a glimpse of any ghouls on your way in here, did you? I do hope you're not referring to me. I'm certainly a better conversationalist than some stupid ghoul, and I smell better, too. Dear Lord, are you serious? Ghouls living here? With us? That's simply out of the question. Ha! I think I know a fair share more than some vagrant blown in off the wastes. You are simply mistaken. They may appear nice, but deep down, they want to kill. It's common knowledge among the educated. You clearly don't know what you're talking about. Damn it! This can't be happening! Why do you think I came here in the first place? To get away from ghouls, monsters, and scum like you. Now I'll have to start all over again. Where will I go? I already did. I hope one of your ghoul buddies kills you. You'll see.
I'm not here for your entertainment.
Welcome to New Urban Apparel. I carry the finest in pre-war clothes. Hurry up, let's get you out of those old rags and into something fabulous. With my fashion sense and your bottle caps, there's no limit to what we can do for your image. I can't wait to get started. You can't be serious. Ghouls aren't human. They live in filth. They eat their own babies. You're out of your right freaking mind. Why would you hang out with dirty vermin like that? You enjoy sifting through feces? You know it's only a matter of time before they get hungry and eat you. You're crazy. Ghouls will never live in Tenpenny Tower. You'll regret this. I've spent years collecting all this fabulous merchandise. I won't stand for this. Where the hell am I supposed to go? The only suitable place is Tenpenny Tower. Everywhere else stinks and caters to low-life scum like you. I'll die out there. I just know it.
Good to see you. We are safe from the wasteland in here.
I'm Michael Hawthorne. Who are you? And more importantly, should I care? Well, then you'll excuse me if I don't invite you to share a drink. Really, you're as much fun as a couple of ghouls. They're trying to get in here, you know. Don't suppose you've ever had to deal with ghouls before? Really? Fantastic! You can give that Gustavo a lesson or two. You've heard the stories, I'm sure, about the mindless ones eating brains and the like. Well, I'm not sure I'm comfortable with all that. Really? Well, as long as they don't bother me, I guess I really don't care. What the hell? Sure. Oh, you're leaving now? Okay. Bye-bye.
My name is Tiffany Cheng. My miserable excuse for a husband is Comrade Irving Cheng, and you can tell him I said so. Do you know he tried forming a committee to discuss the ghoul situation? A committee! He made himself chairman, of course. What we need is somebody to do something, not just talk about it. Don't suppose you know anything about ghouls, do you? I wish I could. I get nightmares from time to time. I don't know. I mean, they're all deformed and scary looking. I bet they're really mean, too. Well, you seem like you know what you're talking about. I guess I'd be willing to give it a try. I might not spend much time with them. And if they do anything stupid, I'm sure they'll get kicked out. Fine. It's okay. I guess so. Take care.
Move along, please.
Tenpenny Tower is a wonderful place to live, isn't it?
I can smell the stink of ghoul on you.
Welcome to Tenpenny Tower.
You take care of those ghouls yet? Look, kid, I don't care what you think about them. Unless Tenpenny says otherwise, they aren't allowed in here. End of story. Quit wasting my time. Hell no. Tenpenny won't allow it, and I take my orders from him. He'd be out of his goddamn mind. But like I said, ultimately I work for him, so whatever he says goes. But I wouldn't like it. Like I tell my men, don't bother reporting in unless it's to tell me you...
You watch yourself. You cause any more trouble.
You have a curious...
Can I help you?
Welcome to Tenpenny Tower.
Tenpenny Tower is a what?
Morning.
I can smell this. You having trouble with those ghouls?
Tenpenny Tower is a wonderful place to live, isn't it? Welcome to Tenpenny Tower.
Welcome to Tenpenny Tower.
I would surely have perished if it wasn't for Mr. Tenpenny and his tower.
Good to see you.
I'm on duty. Can't talk. Direct your security. I'm not here for your entertainment.
Tenpenny Tower is a wonderful
Tenpenny
place to
Tower
live,
is
isn't
a wonderful place to live, isn't it?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Susan Lancaster. Perhaps we can become better acquainted in the near future. Me too. Especially rich, fine young men. Listen, you look like you can handle yourself. You survived out there in the wasteland getting here after all. You ever have to deal with ghouls? You're exactly the kind of man we need around here. Chief Gustavo and his pack of goons aren't doing their job. Those ghouls keep coming back. Somebody's bound to get hurt sooner or later. I know all about your plan to get your ghoul pals in here, and I'm putting a stop to it. You can't just go around pushing us around like that. I've dealt with people like you before. People who think they know what's good for everybody else. I know what's best for me, and that's no ghouls. So you can run along and tell your ghouls they'll just have to find somewhere else to squat. Or better yet, to go off and die somewhere. I'm done with the wasteland. And I've been everywhere else. There isn't anything better than this. Damn you and your ghouls. I'm not going anywhere. I'll talk to Tenpenny. I bet I can live in Burke's place. He's never around anyway. And when he does come back, I'll make sure he's fine with the new arrangement. I'll just send up for my food. I'll never even have to look at you or your ghoul buddies.
What's the status on Roy Phillips and his gang?
Evening.
You take care of those ghouls, yeah?
Can I help you?
You have a curious look.
I am Comrade Cheng, beloved leader of the people, shining servant of the community. How can I help you? Thanks, comrade. I'm sure you'll agree the people are only as strong as their leader. That's why I do my best to serve the community to the fullest. Speaking of service to the community, I don't suppose you are familiar with ghouls, are you? More importantly, how to kill them? I formed a committee to investigate the problem. That's wonderful, comrade! Truly wonderful! Before you go ghoul hunting, talk to Gustavo. He might be able to help you. You finally got around to asking me, comrade. I've given it a lot of careful thought. I would welcome these ghouls into our community. I've already formed a welcoming committee. All right, comrade. We'll welcome them into the community. Bye.
Comrade, come share a drink.
I shouldn't.
You take care of those ghouls.
Meet you. Call me Daring. Everyone else does. Maybe you've heard the GNR radio play? The Adventures of Herbert Daring Dashwood? That's about me, you know. Based on my, earlier days. I even had a ghoul manservant. Let me ask you, you ever met a ghoul before? Well, then you know that some ghouls aren't feral and can be reasoned with. Those ghouls that keep trying to get into Tenpenny, they need to stop before someone gets hurt. I think they live in the nearby metro tunnels. Well, I wouldn't mind, but they'd better be civilized. The tenants here are real uppity, and most wouldn't take kindly to ghouls living here. Like I said, it's fine by me. Of course. I wonder if they've ever been to Underworld. Now there's an interesting vacation destination. Go get 'em!
Ah, Tenpenny Tower is a wonderful place to
We
live.
are safe
isn't
from the
it?
wasteland in here.
Hello. You're new around here. I'm Margaret Primrose. I run the Café Beau Monde. Stop by sometime. Oh, I know you've been lobbying for those ghouls, and I've already been thinking it over. I guess I would be willing to give it a try. I guess so, sure. Don't be a stranger to the cafe.
Welcome to Boutique La Chic. I'm Lydia Montenegro, proprietor. Here you'll find only the best, with a price tag you can boast about to your friends. Your taste in shopping venue is impeccable. How may I assist you? Ah, yes. I was wondering when you'd try me. You may be able to coerce the others, but I'm not such a pushover. Your zombie buddies will need to find someplace else to live. You horrible little zombie lover. What right do you and your disgusting buddies have to push honest, hard-working, important people around like that? Where do you propose I live? Don't worry. Did you just step out of a vault? Haven't you seen what's out there? I'm doomed. And it's all your fault.
I would surely have perished if it wasn't for Mr. Tenpenny and his tower.
I would surely have perished if it wasn't for Mr. Tenpenny and his tower.
Evening. This is the Tenpenny Wellness Clinic, and I am Dr. Banfield. I keep the residents healthy. Yes, the healing art is a rewarding occupation. Is there something I can help you with? I knew it was only a matter of time before you asked me about that. I've decided I want to do my own study of ghoul physiology. Who knows? I could even publish my findings. Sure, no problem. Don't get hurt out there.
I can smell the stink of ghoul.
Don't have any data in my files about that.
Hi.
We are safe from the wasteland in here.
Well, if my tenants want ghoul neighbors, they can have them, though the ghouls must pay and follow the rules like everyone else. You're a clever one, aren't you? I'm glad this situation has been resolved. It's a bit crass, but here's a little something for your troubles.
Not ready to take on those ghouls after all?
Evening. Yes? Well, kid, what have you accomplished? I'll be damned. Really? Good job, kid. I was willing to unleash the ferals and kill all those bigots. Guess I don't have to now. Here's a little something for your troubles. It'll help you deal with our feral brethren if you meet any. Get going.
Evening.
Cut it out. Welcome back. Have you been... Excellent. Very well.